Hi, my name is Alejandra Valenzuela. Thank you so much for coming to check out this video about other lifetimes. I should probably start by saying that I'm going to assume you already believe in other lifetimes. This video is not about trying to prove it. So if you don't believe in them, let me tell you, as you evolve and your spirit grows and you go into whatever we call ascension, you will come back eventually in some lifetime and believe in your other lifetimes. I don't know how else to put it, all right? And yeah, like people say, are they past lives? Are they parallel lives? Are they future lives? And that gets into a whole crazy conversation and perspective about time. Maybe I should have made a video about time before I did this one. How can I put this? I've definitely experienced a space and a dimension where it is literally just one thing. It is one simple pulsating beat, and there is neither a past or a future. It is all present. And it was the trippiest thing that ever happened to me. No, it's not the trippiest thing, but it's literally one of the trippiest things that has ever happened. Because as I was in this state of present moment only, I had this awareness where it was a linear train of thought. So it was like, oh my God, this is just the present moment. And then this thing saying, wow, I just saw you talking about the present moment and I was observing it. And then there was another thought here, but oh my God, and then I'm watching this take place with this, take place with this. I don't even know what I said. I was off somewhere. But I think I distinctly remember saying out loud, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Because it was like, this is so crazy deep and awesome and cool and holy smokes. Why can't I experience this just on an everyday life? And the reason is because we are human and we're on Earth and we're in this 3D realm, and time is not, that's not how we experience time right now, but it is total illusion of how we're experiencing time. So, you know, I catch myself sometimes saying past lives, and I guess maybe chronologically it's because I have an awareness of a lifetime that in calendar years on Earth, they're far back. Some are ancient. I was in this really trippy healing once where a parallel life opened up. I'll call it a parallel life. And I was this dancer in India. I was a young kid, and I was passing. I was in my state of transition, like something about my heart. I had like a heart condition. And so in the healing, the healer's channeling what's going on because it was part of some energy that needed to move through me. Another healing work I did with this one lady was such a trip. She was telling me it was something about my devotion to the divine. This is actually getting a little personal. So I have this love for the divine. Like I call myself a Bhakti, and a Bhakti is a devotee of the divine. That we Bhaktis love the divine. It's like this delicious, juicy, loving love bubble that we are in, and it says that the divine loves the Bhakti right back. Like it's just this really cool, like, I love you. No, I love you. No, I love you. It's like, no, I love you. It's this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's literally the key that I hold within me. And shout out to all my Bhaktis out there. I love you guys. No, I love you more. Anyway, why was I talking about Bhaktis? Now I'm like losing my train of thought. a Bhakti and the lover of the divine. Okay, so I have this, yeah, the reading was coming through. That's right. I'm back on track now. The reading was coming through, and what I feel when I pray to our the Virgin Mary. Actually, it's many forms of Mary, right? Definitely the Virgin Mother Mary. Also the Virgen de Guadalupe. I mean, there is it's just this deep space to the Mother, the cosmic Mother. And the lady was telling me in this healing work, she goes, I want you to know I'm not questioning your devotion, but there's like this tiny vibration that comes in, or maybe not so tiny. There is another vibration that comes in my devotion that it's like I love him so much that it hurts me. Like it's like this anguish almost. And what she said in this was, it's because in this other lifetime, so I was like this little girl in China, and I had abandonment issues with my mother. And it was like I always wanted to just be with my mother, but the circumstances where I was apart for her for a very long time. And then when we finally reunited, I had no voice to speak to her about what I felt and the pain and the wounds I was experiencing. So a part of my consciousness in this life has like an open window channeled connection to this little girl, this little chinita. And it really helped me, because I always question, like, why do I sometimes like, I love you, but it hurts me, you know, because love in the awesome cosmic purest sense, it's just like joy, or maybe it's not even joy. Honestly, it's more than joy. It's just an is. It's just a oneness of like, yeah, this is everybody. This is all of us. We are all love. Okay. So I don't know how long this window and this connection will be open with this other lifetime that I've got, but it's something that I'm working through right now. And I know it really helps me that this was opened and an awareness took place, right? Because anytime I feel the sort of pang of like anguish, I just send that little girl in this lifetime, my soul incarnating in this version of, you know, life's journey. I send her lots of love. I send her lots of love. There's a lot of stuff about the shadow that opened up, and it's even like present now. There's a lot of stuff present. I don't know why this lifetime was coming up, but it was in my aura, it was in my field. What other ones? I know about like loads of different lifetimes. I think I'm a really ancient being. And honestly, I truly think that if you're watching this video, trust me, this is not your first rodeo. This is not your first rodeo. But here's the catch. And I think a lot of us, I'm guilty of it. I will raise my hand and say I'm guilty of it. It's like, I want to know, who was I in other lifetimes? You know, and the ego certainly wants to be like, was I Cleopatra? No, I don't think I was Cleopatra at all. But how many people, how many women do you know that might be like, yeah, I think I was Cleopatra in a past life? Or loads of women who have a very strong connection to Mary Magdalene. They think that they may have been Mary Magdalene in a past life. And I don't mean to mock this desire or this egoic like curiosity, right? I have it. I'm saying I have it. But it's actually like, it's really funny, because the only life that is really important at this moment in time is this one. It's Alejandra Valenzuela, okay? And what if, okay, like, let me just give you an example. What if, like, Martin Luther King was Martin Luther King, as Martin Luther King, right? But Martin Luther King was so obsessed with trying to figure out the importance from an egoic perspective of who he was in other lifetimes. Because all of us who know history will look at him and say, it doesn't matter what you've been in other lifetimes. You're Martin Luther King. You got stuff to do in this lifetime, and it's going to be amazing. Okay? Can you just focus on that, please? And that truly is what I find myself getting distracted. And then I always have to go back and think like, no, okay, cool, awesome. I know I'm connected to like biblical times. I know I'm connected to Native American times. I know I'm connected to the Mayans and during that time and Atlantis. I know I'm connected to all of these things, right? And maybe I can say a prayer to say all of these aspects and all of the lessons I've learned and the wisdom that came from experiencing myself as these other versions of me. I call you in for this lifetime. I call you in to be with me as I lead my life as Alejandra Lea Valenzuela. And I think we can forget about that sometimes. So if you have time, or if you want to look in the mirror and talk to all your other incarnations and versions of yourself and tell them, and say your name out loud. Say your name out loud. Because this is the only life where you will be this particular, unique, wonderful vibration. And this is the lifetime that matters. It's all happening in the now, right? And when you cross over, when I cross over, you know, I really want to give a high five and be like, damn, did you see that? I was Alejandra Lea Valenzuela, you know? And then whatever next life I come back as, I pray to God I can draw on all this wisdom and the lessons and the teachings and the spiritual truths and laws I am learning about in this lifetime to help me in the next lifetime. Because that next lifetime will be the only one that matters when it happens. So, that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I honor this life of yours. And maybe you were, you know, Socrates. Maybe you were Pluto. Maybe you were Alexander the Great. You know? Cool. Awesome. Call in that wisdom for the life you are currently living. And it takes a lot of putting the ego aside to get there. You know, and I don't even know what Alejandra Valenzuela is going to do. But I'm excited to be her. Okay? And I hope you're excited to be you. And I'm glad that you, in this lifetime, pushed a little button to watch this video. And I really appreciate you. Okay? So stay blessed. And I love you. And talk to you soon. Ciao.